King Charles and Queen Camilla have been snapped at the Élysée Palace, where they said goodbye to Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron ahead of their departure to Bordeaux. The royal couple are currently on a 3-day state trip to France, during which they have undertaken a packed itinerary, which has so far included Camilla taking on Brigitte Macron at table tennis and meeting domestic abuse victims. Charles, 74, was supposed to make the visit 6 months ago, but rioting and strikes forced the last-minute postponement of his first state visit as monarch. As Charles and Camilla, 76, posed for photos at the palace while saying goodbye to the French president and First Lady, the quartet smiled. Queen Camilla looked chic during the engagement, wearing a midi-length frock in a green and black animal-style print. She paired the dress with simple accessories, black-heeled pumps, and a stylish black handbag. The Queen's pale blonde hair was styled into its trademark soft waves, and she opted for a simple, fresh makeup look, pairing a fresh base and light eye look with a nude lip. Meanwhile, her husband, the king, was equally dapper, opting for a two-piece suit, with a single-breasted blazer, in blue pinstripe. The meeting capped a couple of very busy days for the royals so far. Among their engagements on the trip, last night, Charles and Camilla attended a banquet dinner in Paris. Then today, Queen Camilla showed off her competitive side, after challenging the French president's wife to a game of table tennis. Her Majesty picked up the paddle while visiting a community center in Paris as King Charles met sports stars including former Chelsea footballer Didier Drogba and French rugby player Demba Bamba. This is the second day of the couple's state visit to France, which is hosting the Rugby World Cup. The king laughed as his wife practiced hitting the table tennis ball, before the Queen bravely challenged Brigitte Macron to a game. President Emmanuel Macron's wife, 70, appeared to get the better of Camilla, 76, as they played for a few minutes in a well-spirited match. The Queen hit the ball into the net several times and joked with Macron about the game. King Charles chatted with Bamba and Welsh rugby player Dan Biggar, who said the royal visit has given France a lift. Bamba said, "Everyone in France is enjoying the World Cup at the minute, so it's great to have this visit now." Camilla and Macron then joined a group of children in an inflatable boxing ring, where the Queen hugged a few of them, before they all posed for a picture. The Queen encouraged the children to say cheese, before adding cheekily, fromage. Charles later visited a Parisian coffee shop to speak to representatives from the organization Objectif Emploi, which helps vulnerable young people find work. He greeted Parisian well-wishers who had waited in the rain for him. However, 2 people were escorted away by police officers after shouting as the king walked around the town square. Charles then met Qatari businessman Nasser al-Khelaifi, president of football club Paris Saint-Germain, who presented the king a shirt reading, Charles, and the number 3 on the back. PSG and France defender Presnel Kimpembe also briefly spoke to the king. The Queen, meanwhile, heard the stories of domestic abuse victims who had been helped by La Maison des Femmes, a social and medical unit attached to Saint-Denis Hospital designed as a one-stop shop for vulnerable women. She and Macron joined around 10 women in Saint-Denis Town Hall, sitting with them in a circle. As they took their seats, Camilla looked around for Macron before saying, "Oh, there she is." "You are right behind me as usual." The unit's founder, Dr. Ghada Hatim, introduced some of the women, who each told the Queen their story. They spoke in French, but a translator perched behind Camilla, quietly repeating their words in English. The Queen was clearly impressed with the work that was being done, telling Dr. Hatim, "I think what you are doing here is perfect. We need to clone you." She noted that there were never enough places for women who needed help, but that it was so important that women keep going there to have these wonderful conversations. The Queen told the women, "You have all come through hell, but now you have sorted out your lives and you can move forwards." The first woman who spoke told the Queen she had once wanted to be a nurse. Camilla asked, with all the experience she has had, would she go back into the system to help others? The response was positive and the Queen replied, "Très bien." Following the second woman's testimony, the Queen said, "I'm very pleased she has had support from all the team here." Single quote.